Hello there, Nintendo GBR fans. Now, the reason I've decided to do this particular video is because there was one particular video on my channel that did better than I expected, and that video was the Resident Evil 4 Silver Gamecube unboxing. Now, up until I suppose recently, I hadn't really paid much attention to the channel views, or the video views, sorry, and I noticed that the Resident Evil 4 Gamecube unboxing was doing quite well. I think at the moment it's close to 400 views, and that got me thinking about something else that I had. Now, as you can see on the table, this was a peripheral that came out back when Resident Evil 4 came out in the UK back in, I think, 2005. I actually bought this when I worked at Virgin Megastores, and I have the receipt, excuse me, just with me here. It's a bit faded now, but I can just make out that I bought it on the 13th of May 2005 at 4:19 in the afternoon. But it was £40 back then, and I remember seeing it and thought that it was going to be a collector's edition. I thought it was going to be really kind of worth some money, but it hasn't quite worked out that way. I've never used it. I only ever opened it once just to make sure the contents were in the box. But for this unboxing, or for this video, I'm going to unbox it for you to show you what you got. So, just show you the box first and foremost. If you can see that, you can see the chainsaw. You had kind of like, trying to think of the right word, almost like a curiosity box that you can see the chainsaw inside. You've got a picture of Leon Kennedy on the side of the box just there, and you can kind of see Resident Evil 4 motif on the bottom there. You can see the chainsaw there. And what's interesting is that this is the European one. Well, we got it in Europe, but at the bottom here you can see it says bloody 17 plus, and usually I think that's kind of like the States. And then on the back you've got a picture of Leon with the classic kind of zombie guy with the kind of sack over his head. So that is the box. Now I'm going to take this out for you so you can have a look. So I've got this yellow plastic kind of kept it all in place in the box. I'll turn this around slightly so maybe you can see that a little bit better. So as you can see, this is the top of the controller, and I'll get this out so you can see in a minute. There we go. Now, as I say, I've never used this before, so I'm just going to bring you and show you the kind of controls first and foremost. So here you've got one of your analog sticks, got your D-pad. You've then got your C stick, those who remember the GameCube. You've got your start and pause button there. You've got your B button there, your A button, your Y button, and your X button. It's a very strange layout. I remember thinking, I wasn't quite sure how to play the game with this. Now, if I just take this and show you the underside just here, I'll just try and get this angle just right so you can see. There we go. There's a button there. That might be the fire button. I don't know because I've never played with a controller. You've got the Z button just here, and then on the handle you've got the L button. I'm just trying to see if I can actually see if there's a letter on this, but it doesn't appear to, oh no, the R, sorry. So that one here, that's the R button that fires underneath the chainsaw. R button. So as you can see, the chainsaw kind of got all the blood kind of soaked design over the chainsaw. If you look on the top, you've got bloody fingerprints, which I think is quite a nice touch, and kind of like bloody marks down the back of the handle as well. That also goes underneath the chainsaw, as if somebody's actually been holding the chainsaw whilst doing their job, cutting up zombies. Get to the other side of the chainsaw, have kind of just like a black circular motif there, and the other side of it is all kind of blood soaked. So you have the Resident Evil 4 motif on the top, Capcom. I don't quite know, as I say, how to hold this properly. I mean, as I hold this now, I'm guessing that you would use a trigger button underneath there, and maybe you'd use that to walk through the level, and you would use that to shoot. I can't quite remember the button layout, but you have another button that's close to you there. So I'm not quite sure how this would work, but that is the chainsaw. Apologies for that. And then also in the box, you had something that this chainsaw sits on. So when it's out of the box, it would sit like that on the side to rest. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but on the underside here, that is where you would connect up the controller wire. And the controller wire, which I only just found out about half an hour ago because I completely forgot about how it was, it's under here. There's a little area underneath here, and you take that off, and inside there is the control wire. And you plug obviously that part in the end of the chainsaw controller and the other part into your Gamecube. Quite interesting playing Smash Brothers with that, I'm sure. So that's the chainsaw. So I've never used it before, so I don't know how effective it is. And then just inside the box, and I'll come to the box again shortly, there is a little leaflet that you get. Resident Evil chainsaw controller for Gamecube. And it just takes you through it, telling you about the design of the chainsaw. Thank you for purchasing the Newbie Check limited edition Resident Evil 4 chainsaw controller for the use with Nintendo GameCube console system. This controller was designed not only to bring you into the game further by allowing you to use the infamous chainsaw, but it also improves gameplay in certain tight situations when you have to respond quickly to survive. With the true hardcore gaming fan in mind, each limited edition chainsaw is unique in that each has its own special blood splattering design and serialised production number. And when you are done fighting the monsters and deranged people of the game, the controller can be frighteningly displayed in all of its gore on its own stand, and even within the specially crafted packaging it came in. So that's really the reason I picked it up, because I thought it was a really nice kind of item to pick up. On the inside of the box, if you're just interested, I don't know if you can show you that, they have a picture of kind of some of the bad guys in Resident Evil. And then the base of it is just kind of like rocks and mud. Nothing that exciting. So there you go. That is my special edition Resident Evil 4 chainsaw controller. Hope you enjoyed the video. Any comments, please feel free to let me know. Thanks very much.